Yo! What's going on, guys? My name is Mindset, and today we're talking about not manga, but how anime fumbled the manga. So the way I'm going to structure this is I'm going to give you how they would have messed it up, and then give you examples of how they did so. And to start things off, we're talking about failure number 1, leaving out details. Example 1. So, you guys remember that scene in Solo Leveling where they were going down into the dungeon with the prisoners so they could lighten their sentence? You know, that scene with the assassin from the Hunter's Bureau? So what happened was, in the show, obviously, he took down those guys, went and took out the Goblin King, right? Well, the difference is, in the manhwa, the long-haired prisoner actually survived the attack. In the original scene, he grabs the prisoner that was acting dead, drags him to the Goblin King area, leaving him to get mauled to death. Sure, that sounds pretty dark, but dude, you're leaving out a huge detail on what makes Jinwoo so cool. Now, of course, you're probably sitting there like, Mindset, that's not even that big a deal. Why do you care about that? The thing is, it's a cool little detail that I wish they added, but that's not the one that actually kind of disappoints me. What disappoints me is that they left out the entire explanation as to why Biru's important. And when I saw everyone watching it, they're all like, why is he so special? Why does he get to talk? Why all this stuff, you know? And the reason he's so special is because you know how they had that whole scene with the ant growing wings for the first time showing they're evolving? Well, the manhwa explains that he's supposed to be the first real step forward in the ant's evolution. They also left out the explanation of how his powers worked. I mean, I'm sure you could put it together, but his powers work as any creature or hunter he eats, he can gain one of their abilities. Like, that's why when he ate the healer hunter, he was able to speak after that. It's just disappointing because it added a lot more character and a lot more weight to Biru himself. And obviously, since I've completed the whole thing, I'm not going to spoil anything. He is genuinely worth putting the effort into putting his backstory in. And I don't really blame people for reacting the way they did when Biru entered. Because, bro, who is this guy? Why is he important? Why is he so busted? What's going on? It's just weird, man. Why would you leave out important details like that? But while those two examples are annoying, this one's actually kind of egregious. So I'm going to assume a lot of you don't know what Seraph of the End is because it came out a while ago. It's not that popular, so I wouldn't be surprised if you told me, oh, Mindset, where on earth did you hear that? Basically, the story behind it is these vampires one day rise from the center of the earth, they take over, they start basically treating people as cattle, including the orphanage of the main character. And you know, messed up backstory here, motivation there. I'm not trying to go into it because this is another thing that I think you guys should go read if you haven't seen it yet. But you don't need to actually know the backstory or anything. So basically the anime covered all the way from the beginning all the way up to volume 11 and not even all of volume 11. I mean, yeah, they twisted it a bit to make the ending for the anime a little different, but dude, you want to take a guess at how many volumes there are? So as of today, as of recording this, there are 34 volumes. And the part that gets under my skin about this is that most of the arcs that happen in everything past what the anime covered are better than what was in the anime entirely. They went into why the vampires had an uprising. They get into why the vampires do what they do. They got into why some of the monsters that are roaming around exist. They're getting into why the characters in the story are so important to what's going on. Like, bro, I swear the guys who were animating Seraph of the End probably looked like this. Huh, this is getting really good. Well, time to drop it. Like, why? One cool little detail about the manga for this, actually, is every single volume comes with a miniature poster in the front. But yeah, just come on, man. If you're gonna cut stuff out, at least don't cut out the actual, don't cut out the meat of the details. Cut out stuff that's unnecessary, like pan shots or whatever. Why are you cutting out the stuff that's actually kind of important to the story? Mistake number 2. quality drop. Now, before I get into this section, I want to make this very, very clear. Do not go harass animators and animation studios. They don't control their budget or their time frame. They just don't. So don't harass the guys doing the best they can with what they have. All the blame should be put on the companies that are either giving them string-tight budgets, not enough manpower, or not enough time. Now, when I say quality drop, I'm sure you guys have two names that immediately popped into mind. One Frame Man and Ended Before It Began. Oh man. Dude, beginning after the end. I read it. I'm one of the people that wanted it animated so badly. Now, I can understand that you wouldn't throw a whole bunch of project money at something that's questionable if it'll survive overseas. Because let's face it, it's not like Solo Leveling. Solo Leveling is a super, once in a blue moon thing. It's not common for almost completely solo projects to take over like that. I understand it's a risky project, you don't want to throw a whole lot of money at it. But dude, come on, you could at least try to animate joint movement or something instead of making it look like you took a piece of cardboard and dragged it across a green screen. Bro, you'll be watching a fight scene on a cliff and next thing you know the characters move like this. And then there's One Punch Man. Like, dude, why is Garo hitting the escalator? Don't get me wrong, it doesn't look good. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and act like it's good, because it's not. We watched the most stiff fight scenes I've ever seen, aside from beginning after the end. But give them some grace. The people you should be actually mad at is Bandai. Bandai, what are y'all doing? How does a boardroom of Bandai execs get together, hired to do these decisions, and go, yeah, the funding, let's completely slash it. The manpower, let's run down. Yeah, the time frame, shorten it. Like, bro, these people are hired to make the best decisions. And yet they're making continuously the wrong decisions. And then to make things worse, to justify their bad decisions, they use evidence that was brought about because of their bad decisions to support continuing making said bad decisions. Like, bro, what type of 1 + 2 = 5 math are you guys doing in your heads? And the last one I want to bring up in this category might have slipped your guys' minds because it happened a while ago, and don't get me wrong, they did recover, and the movie actually did really well. Black Clover. You guys remember that one? Now, I don't know if you guys can see it, but I have all the way up to volume 36 of Black Clover. It is by far one of my favorite reads, period. I love it so much because it's such an interesting story. It's got a good main character. It's got good side cast. It's great. It's just that the animation quality drop makes no sense to me. It was one of the most popular anime of the time. It was continuously running and still getting so many views. People loved it. Like, I will give them credit. They did make a comeback. They started picking the animation quality back up. The movie was actually really well animated, so I gotta give them credit there. It's just, dude, come on, man. Why'd you do that? Asta and Veto. Like, dude, I was so hyped for that fight. I was so excited to see those two go at it. Just to see a 7 Deadly Sins level animation. Like, is it just me, or does Asta look just as bad as Meliodas did versus Escanor? And then mistake number 3. In my opinion, probably the worst mistake of the 3. Bloat/filler. Ugh, dude. You could pick any of the popular ones out there. Naruto, One Piece, Bleach, the list goes on and on. Listen, I get it. You need time for the manga to catch up to the anime so you have enough material to animate and be safe about it. And when it comes to the bloat, same thing. But dude, when you are taking a One Piece page and you are taking a 3-panel interaction and extending it to over a solid minute of just still frames. And I'm hearing the same guy have 3 different backstories in between every single move. Bro. Why? Or like Naruto or Bleach. Bleach is guilty of it because every other episode is filler. Even worse, some of their episodes, half the episode is filler. Why? Naruto too. I love Naruto, don't get me wrong, but dude, an arc of filler? Like, all this filler has me sitting here hitting the Kyrie vine. Man, I'm dead. Let's be real here, dude. I don't care to spend 20 minutes watching Naruto chase a cat, and I don't feel like spending 20 minutes waiting for the next punch to land in One Piece. Like, seriously, dude, it gets old. But yeah, guys, that does it for this video. I know I just came on here and ranted, but I'm really just giving examples as to why I read instead. Like, I don't want to miss out on the important details that actually cover things that I should know. I don't want to deal with quality that's so bad I would rather read it instead, but I don't have it yet. And I don't want to spend hours watching useless episodes, and I don't want to spend the next 15 minutes making a chart, yes, chart, about what episodes are filler and what's not. But yeah, make sure to leave a like if you enjoyed the video, make sure to comment any video or manga ideas you want me to cover next, and remember, hit subscribe and the bell. We are still on the road to 100 so I can do the manga reveal. But anyways, that's it from me. Have a great day. God bless you. Peace.